Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the fourth part of our little mini-series here. We're spending a couple of hours. Why do I have an upgrade attributes thing? Oh, because he leveled up in that fight, did he? Alright, whatever. Where we are upgrading and customizing our people. I know he's got a skill point, but he can't spend it on anything. It's 1 point. What do you want? Basically, we are going through and we are building our folk into certain roles, as opposed to just winging it and everybody being good at everything. It's probably something that I'm going to regret, and I'm going to end up changing everything back. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. See how the builds turn out. Now, we have a lot of options with Lune. Now, I'm thinking, aside from the fact that she can revive people, which is kind of a staple for what she does, and her reviving herself, I think that we sort of lean into her being our breaker for the front team, I guess. And elementally, like, Verso does a lot of light and burn damage. We've got Sciel doing dark damage. We have Monoko doing kind of whatever, but he's focusing on like marking targets. So kind of up in the air with what we want Lune to do. But I suppose versatility is good. Generate a random stain on a free aim shot. +1 AP when stains are consumed. Base attack generates 2 random stains. So she generate a lot of stains with this one. Generating a random stain on a free aim shot. If we build her into getting a lot of AP quickly, she's always going to have stains to do stuff. Free aim shots deal additional damage to a random target. Increase free aim damage. Generate a random stain on a free aim shot. See, that's another one. Freeze self when falling below 30% health. Prevent the next instance of damage while frozen. Okay, so it's kind of like a shield when you take damage. On turn start, if frozen, remove freeze and recover 60% health. That's kind of wild. If it's a 3-hit combo, she's kind of screwed though, because she'll take a hit, drop down below 30, freeze, block a hit, then take the third hit, and die. Gain 2 ice stains and 3 AP when frozen. That's kind of cool. It's very like self-preserving. I like that. 50% chance to generate a dark stain when consuming stains. Deal 50% more damage with skills per active dark stain. Base attacks can consume 1 dark stain to deal 200% more damage. With 4 active dark stains, any skill can consume them to deal 300% more damage. That's brutal. Using a gradient attack generates 1 additional light stain. When a fire stain is generated, a lightning stain is also generated once per turn. Gradient attacks and gradient counters deal 50% more damage. That's kind of cool too. Like just an automatic buff to your gradient attacks. Although her gradient attacks aren't amazing, but... Healing skills generate 1 additional light stain, generate 1 ice stain at the beginning of each turn. Replay instantly on consuming stains with a healing skill. Damn. That's, that's kind of awesome. Do our healing skills consume ice stains? Earth, earth, light, light, fire, fire. Okay. They don't at all. So the whole generating 1 ice stain at the start of the turn is actually against that. This one that consumes ice and light is healing. But you would have to... Yeah. Cool though. It is cool. It is cool. But yeah, getting a second turn after you consume healing stains is pretty wild. I like that. Healing skills generate one additional light stain. Consuming a light stain applies slow to a random enemy, and base attack generates a light stain. That's another healer one. Okay. %50 chance to generate a dark or light stain when consuming stains. Deal 50% more damage with skills per active dark stain. Plus 1 AP on consuming a light stain. Base attacks can consume 1 dark stain to deal 200% more damage. So that literally is just the base attack. 1 deals more damage. So that's kind of like this one. Except it doesn't have that level 20 thing. It just generates dark stains. And it's all based around the dark stains. Whereas this one is dark and light. And you gain AP when you generate, or when you consume light stains, which get consumed by any abilities. And base attacks consume dark stains. So you would have to weave in dark stains, otherwise you would slowly lose the ability to do anything. Because your dark stains will slowly just fill up. Fire skills cost 1 less AP. Increase damage with fire skills. Start battle with 1 ice stain. Casting a skill increases the skill damage of all other elements and resets when casting a skill of a previous element. On turn start, if no stains, 2 random stains are generated. Plus 1 AP when stains are consumed. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Because you would bounce between them, which is what I've been using recently, I think. Consuming an earth stain applies 1 shield to self. 20% increased earth damage with skills. Base attack generates an earth stain. That would make her a good breaker. Lightning skills are cheaper. 20% increased damage with lightning skills. Start battle with 1 fire stain. Ice skills cost less. Increased damage with ice. Start battle with 1 earth stain. So some of these are like basically the different elemental versions of the same thing. 50% chance to generate a light stain when consuming stains. 1 AP on consuming a light stain. 20% increased damage with skills per active light stain. %100 crit chance when 4 stains are simultaneously active. Oh, pardon me. 20% increased damage for each consecutive turn without taking damage. 20% increased damage for each consecutive turn without taking damage. My brain isn't braining. I just said words and they weren't absorbed. 20% increased damage for each consecutive turn without taking damage. Yeah, that's fine. Can stack up to 5 times. And then critical hits also apply burn. 30% increased crit chance per ice stain. 5% of a gradient charge on a critical hit. 20% increased fire damage with skills. Okay. Healing skills cost less. Generate 1 earth stain at the beginning of each turn and replay instantly on consuming stains with a healing skill. Isn't that the same as the one down the bottom? Or are we... Base attack applies 2 burn per fire stain. Generate 1 fire stain at the beginning of each turn. 30% increased burn damage per fire stain. Isn't one of these a healy one? Like heal good. Yeah, replay instantly on consuming stains with a healing skill. Healing skills generate 1 additional light stain. Generate 1 ice stain at the beginning of each turn. So, healing generates light, and you get an extra turn. And you also get ice at the beginning of a turn. Healing's cheaper. Generate 1 earth stain at the beginning of a turn. And replay instantly on consuming stains with a healing skill. Vitality and defense as opposed to... ice. With defense and agility. I don't know, she's got a void one here, right? Dark or light. AP, I'm consuming a light stain. I kind of like that. So we just consume light stains, which we do anyway, and our stuff gets more powerful as we get more dark stains. So I don't have to worry about whether the weapon is compatible or not. As far as her skills are concerned, we do have rebirth. I think she's relatively set up as is, right? Typhoon's good. Hell, I'll get rid of and put Mayhem there. Actually, elemental Genesis here, and then put Mayhem. Consumes all stains to deal high elemental damage to the target. Right, so it's like a reset. And it's all stains, so if I have a bunch of dark stains, I can just get rid of them if I really wanted to, I guess. High fire damage. 5 burn, 2 hits, self-damage if failed. That could be really interesting if we compared it, like if we built it with like shields and stuff, you know? Medium-ized damage to all enemies, 1 hit, applies slow. Not bad, it's just we don't have any fire then. I think we need to like swap her abilities around a bit, so I think this weapon is probably a good thing because it's like, we will be constantly switching stuff around with her. I think that's kind of like the way that we're going to build into her, is that she's going to be always changing stuff. Which means we should probably also increase counter damage. Second chance gives her a little bit of health. Not crazy amounts, but a little bit. Energizing cleanse, why not? Give her a little bit of defense as well. And then the third one. Actually, what if we just go... that, because she's got second chance as it is, right? It gives her a bit of defense, a bit of speed. Okay. Now. She's already got second chance, which means she has a good amount of points. Now she is going to be dealing a lot of damage. 1 AP on turn start, sure thing. Base shield. Shield affinity. That's a lot. Straight up. That's a lot. Healing tint. Increase break damage. Makes base attack steal health. Healing fire. And revive tints also give 3 AP, sure, why not? Recovers health on turn start. Shared care. No, because I don't heal allies. Increase break damage on burning enemies. We'd kill. Increase break damage on counterattack. 3 AP on break, no. 25% health on counter. Okay. Greater rush, greater powerful. So hold on, what is she? We have energizing turn, we have base shield, then shield affinity. For that. Mark target still 30% less damage. She doesn't mark stuff though. Immaculate, in media res. Yeah, just do recovery. Do recovery. Got 2 points left. We could do... Increase break on baking on baking attack? No. Alright. Breaking, breaking, healing, breaking. Energizing death, healing death. Breaking burn. Okay. And you know what? I'm not gonna test her really this episode. Actually, no, screw it. I'll just do it real quick. We'll do it real quick. Oh, we're going into round 2. That's not great, necessarily.
I'll do it.
Ow.
Let the ink flow.
Okay. Let's do this then, I guess. Let's try this.
Prepare to meet your end.
Sick.
Ready to evade.
Oh, he's one of them. Okay. He's just got a swordsman instead of a lightning sword. I did notice something. He hit me at one point there and it took both shields. Pretty sure I don't have the thing that's like, but whenever you take hits, it takes all your shields. Energizing cleanse, energizing death. Yes. Mm. Breaking. Let's see how we do. Oh, did I even equip the right weapon? No. Stupid. We have one last go. We have one more test.
Oh my.
Even though this is a chromatic one, and that's not what I wanted to test her against, but anyway. Bam. Ow. Kick me in the face. How dare you? Okay. Let's see just how much break damage we actually generate.
Let's shake the earth.
Not bad. Ah, the double kick.
I'll do it. A storm is coming.
Not amazing. Not terrible, but not amazing.
The eternity of ice. Let's keep going. Ready to evade. Good.
Thought I had that. Never mind.
Ready to evade.
It was that 3-tap one. Bastard. Oh, that healed me up a little bit, I guess. He can be broken. He can't. He can't. How many shots do you want to take, mate? Holy shit.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'll do it. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Okay, good. There goes his arm. You're ready to be broken. Everyone's ready to be broken, but I don't have a break everyone ability. I don't even think I have necessarily a break ability on her. I thought I gave her breaking attack, but clearly I didn't. Oh, good.
I'm ready.
Oh, that is not the same animation. You suck.
I'll do it. Sorry, I failed. Ready to evade. A storm is coming.
Breaking them would be really nice. Right about now. Can't get you many stands. So...
I'll do it.
Spins. Oh, that one last backhand, you prick. Stop with your trotting. She doesn't have a way to break. Don't even you're lost. Where's your parent? She doesn't have a way to break. So that's a problem. Breaker, breaking burn, breaking counter. Breaking shots, everything's great. Doesn't have breaking attack or anything. Or sniper, which can also break. What's cheaper, breaking attack or sniper? Sniper's 15. Okay, breaking attack it is. Let's okay. I think that will go a lot better. I'm not going to test it out. It was purely the difference. I will have one less AP at the beginning of each turn, but if I use an attack, it'll give me an extra AP anyway, so... It'll find a way to balance out a bit. Anywho, Vodlings. Well, that brings us to the end of this chapter. We have one to go. With Maelle here. I didn't expect to be spending my entire day today doing this, but... Is what it is. So... If you're watching this tomorrow, 10 years from now, long after I'm gone, you're awesome. And I am sure that you'll hear from me again. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.